Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about a one developer interview question. Actually, this developer interview question has asked from one of our subscriber. So from that subscriber question, I'm going to just explain clearly about the scripting area. Especially this total interview question is depending on the scripting. So first of all, I'll explain about the question. So write a script that queries the incident table, retrieves all active records and groups them by priority. So the output should be printed as an array of objects where the key represents the priority and the values represent the incident numbers. See, so in our question, so we have a queries. First of all, we need to retrieve a active records, and then so in that active records, we are going to group by the priority, like a priority 1, priority 2, like this. We can make it group, and that too in that the output of the priority wise group name. What does it means? Like incident number should be in an array of objects only. So these are the conditions which we are going to just represent the, or we are going to just show the incident records. And in addition of this this question, we need to display the short descriptions also. So incident number as well as short description also we need to display. Okay, so this is a, we don't have any specific other conditions. When any condition has satisfied and we are going to just show the group instance, nothing is there here. So that's the reason we are going to write a one background script. We are going to get a output from the background, also means like a server side scripting. Okay, so now we begin the practical session of this particular uh, question. Now we move to the, this is my personal developer instance. Okay, so whenever we enter into the personal developer instance, for this area I want to write a background scripting. So I'll just write a background. So background scripting, simply you can go to the scripts background. So I'll make it bigger one. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, now I'll start writing Office scripting, and each and every line I'm ready to explain clearly about the script and what the backend meaning of the scripting also. Okay, so first of all, for this reason, we need to get a incident records, because incident table records only we are going to group it, and we are going to display on the right side, right? So that's the reason. First of all, we want to call the incident table records. How we can call the incident records means, first of all, we'll write the var gr, one variable I mentioned here, var gr is equals to new glide record, so of incident. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? So this line will indicate that incident table, all the records are assigned to the gr variable. Okay, so then next one, next line, gr dot add active query. So what the question asked in the developer interview question means, in the developer interview questions we have only active records only we need to retrieve. So that's the reason in incident table I'm just giving a condition, I'm giving a one query for that active records only. So that's the reason gr dot add active query only I given, and then gr dot query. So what is the meaning of this gr dot query means? This query will indicate that ending of the query for the particular table. So whatever it may be, for example, we are using the incident table means incident table, the query we are just ending in this area, gr dot query we given. So that's perfect, right? So after completion of this one, I want to just write a one variable that is a group instance. So why I just write the group instance means, see here, so we are ready to just group all the different type of incidents numbers into a one area. So that's why I want to just make it as a one variable, that too it is a object, empty object. We are going to push all the incident records to this group incident variable. So that's the reason I'm going to mention in the group instance is equals to empty array, sorry, empty object. So then I'll go to the while statement. See here why I entered the while, you know. So now the compiler will enter into the each and every record, and it will check whether it is a group 1 or group 2, group 3 or something. Okay, So like this, it will write to enter. So that's the reason gr.next. So whenever I use that, gr.next means every variable, sorry, every record will try to just enter, this compiler will enter the every record and it will check. So now the while gr.next, in that curly braces, I'm going to write a, I'm going to get a each and every record priority, and as well as a number, and as well as a short description also I need to receive. So for this reason, var, so priority, I'm going to mention a one variable priority is equals to gr dot get value, sorry, get value of, so which one we are going to mention? Priority. So we need to get a value of priority, and then var so incident number is equals to, this is a one variable, we need to get a gr dot get value of, which one we are going to mention? So number only we need to receive from this area, and then var short description. So short description is equals to gr dot get value of, okay, short underscore description. Okay, that's good. I think if any spelling mistake also, you won't get result properly. That's the reason I want to check. Where short description is equals to gr dot get value of short description. So that's fine. And now let's we move to this. Okay, in this area, what should I do that? See, for example, some groups are not, incidents are not in a group. So that's why I want to just make it as a one array. So that's the reason. First of all, we need to check whether it is a group or not. Priority wise is a group or not. If condition I'm going to mention in this area, what is that? So it's a not group incidents of priority wise. So this is a condition. If it is satisfied, then it will come to the if condition group instance of priority. So here you can mention that we can keep it as an empty array for this area. Got it? So if condition, and this, it is not a priority, it was not a priority wise group, so then automatically we need to mention, we need to keep it an empty array for that area. And then finally, and in a while statement, so group incidence, okay, of priority. So we are going to push the value of, so push the value of the, so what we are going to push the value incident number, right? So incident number we need to push in this area. Got it? So that's the reason. And then after completion of this one, now let's we move to the another variable. So what is the variable? Var output array is equal. So this is the array, just that's why I'm going to take it as an empty array. We are going to push the values into the output array. So that's why now the first statement I will write it for, so variable declaration var key in group instance. Why I written like this, you know? So I'm going to just make it as a, I'm going to keep it as a key values, like a, so 1 2 3 4 is there now, the one key value we are going to declare, and that too we can check into the group instance wise, right? So that's why var key in a group instance. And now again I'll check that if condition, so group incidents dot has priority, sorry, has own property. So of, just a minute, property of, so which property? For key wise we need to get a property, right? So that's why. And now let's we move to the var obj object we are going to mention. So that it is an empty object. Again I'm going to just use it because empty object means we are going to push the values into the objects. Okay, so obj of key, so the key value we are going to enter into the object, and here there is a group instance of, what is that group instance of, not that array we can write, so key only, right? So I mentioned like this group instance of key, and now you can see that output array dot, we are going to push the values into the output array of a object. So where the object is there, that object values we need to push into this area. So I think that's fine, that's good. And after completion of this one, now you can see that come down and we are ready to write a output function, because we need to display all the group wise incident records with a short description wise, right? So I'll show it to you. So gs.info, and here, so we can use a json dot stringify, because we need to just make it into a string. So where the object is there, output array is there. So is a what does it means, object or not? So that, then now I'm just make it into a stringify into the json object, and we are going to make, we are going to change into the string. And now comma, we can use a null comma 2 means there's two spaces we can mention in this area. That's enough. But what we said initially, so we are going to add a short description also with including of incident number. So that's why I'm going to add, sorry, I'm not using, yeah, so I'm just double quotes space and colon and just plus short description means, so incident number will just keep a some space and then colon, and then after that short description also will display in a overall group wise. So you can see that again. I will show it to use script clearly. Var gr is equals to new glide record incident add active query. So this is a receiving of a incident records, and then one empty object has defined, that is a group incidents. We are going to group into that one instance wise, and now this session will be indicating, or as a totally it will indicating as a where the values will be checked. So priority wise, so number value we need to get each and every record, and short description values we can get it everything. Then finally, if that it is not grouped, then we can group it and we can check into the we can give a output in this area. Okay, then output array also one of the empty array I'm going to define in this area. So in this area, and now you can see these are the very important area for condition. So for looping condition, where key in a in group incidents dot has one property of key, then we can define one empty object for the obj, and obj of key is equals to group instance of key, where the so group instance are there, that you can push into that obj, and these obj you can push into that output array. Okay, so that output array, so these are the 2 points are very important. If you miss any kind, if you do any kind of the mistakes in these 2 lines, then you may not get proper result. So that's the reason. And of course gs.info json.stringify output array comma null comma 2 is there. So now let's we check whether it is executing properly or not. I'll make it smaller a little bit. I'll show it to you. So clearly when I click on run script, then you can see, so everything will be fine and perfect. Now you can see I'll make it bigger one, I think. Yeah, so it is a, see here, this is a incident number, and the two which is showing into a grouping into a fifth group, right? Means like a priority 1 2 3 4 5, right? 5, and there is a incident number and there is a colon, and then after that it is showing as a short description also. So now after completion of this one, see here the 1, and now you can see that 2. I think I'll make it smaller because it is showing a double line, right? That's why it is a somewhat difficult to see that. Say 1, so these are all the incident records are there, and 2 is there, so all records are there. 3 is also there, all records are there, and 4 is all records. I think it's a 5 is coming up. Okay, so that's the reason in your service now. So scripting wise, if you want to just make it a group of the all the incidents, so if you want to display in an array, so it's possible, okay, by using of your server side scripting. Okay, So I think you like this video, so please click on like button, and as of now you are not subscribed our channel, so please subscribe. Okay, so thank you for watching. By next video I may try to explain the another developer interview question. If you have any developer interview questions, if you want to ask to me, so you just please comment in the below of the video. So I definitely I will make another video for the other people also, right? Developer interview questions in our service now. Okay, so in our service now developer interview questions, previously we given most of the interview questions. So, but most of the people are asking about the interview questions about the scenario basis. See, some subscribers asked that, sir. So interviewers are asking about the scenario based questions, sir. So if that question is very simple, but also they are asking about the scenario basis. So they requested to do that scenario basis questions. So that's why I'm showing to you one scenario based question, and that too it is a very simple script, but the backend so answer is very simple, but the question is it looks like a somewhat big scenario, right? So now let's we discuss about that scenario. Then after that I will show it to you how to resolve that issue, right? Okay, now you can see here a technical support specialist at a large technology company is tasked with resolving a high volume of software incidents that was misclassified as hardware issues. They are instructed to change the category of all incidents to hardware without updating system fields. So ensuring accurate classification and avoiding potential system errors. See here, this question is very simple. See, in a one person is working as a technical support specialist in a one company. Okay, that's okay. And see, he has a one task. What is the task? So already software incidents are created. Some of the category is in software. That software incidents are already created, but it is a misclassified. Now you want to just convert the software incidents to the hardware without updating your system fields. That's enough. Okay, so sys fields means, for example, created is there. So somewhere at the time, so created, updated, or something is there, right? So without changing of that updation value, the system has to change the updation values every time. So without changing that updation value, without affecting on updating, then you can convert into the software to hardware. So all the incidents. So that is a very simple. Okay, so how to do that scenario, I'll show it to you. Very simple process. We need to write a one background script in this area. Okay, so before writing the scripting, I'll show it to you where it will be software records, and where is the hardware, how we can change it. Okay, now let's we go to the practical analysis. Right, so this is my personal developer instance. In this personal developer instance, first of all I want to show you incident tickets. So incident dot list. Okay, incident dot list. Now you can see it's a created and updated also we need to mention in this area. Yeah, I think updated. Yes, updated. So now we can create it and update it. I'll keep it here. Right, so updated is there. Okay, this is 6 days ago. Update was updated 24 days ago, right? But the category is our just category is same. So software, right? Software. When I use the software, now you can see that this is a this 5 years ago it was updated, and this is a 9 years ago it was updated. So 11 months ago, and 3 months ago, and 6 days ago, and now you can see that 3 months ago, and now you can see that 3 months ago, and 3 months ago. So these are all are more than 3 months ago only. Yes or no? But I want to convert this already all category software incidents to without updating this field. Then we want to convert into the hardware, right? How to convert it, I'll show it to you step by step. Now I'll go to this personal developer instance, just click on all, and now you can see that background scripting. Okay, so background script background is there. Now you can see that script background. Simply click on script background. Okay. So whenever you click on script background, you will get the two sides. One is a scripting area, one is a result area. Okay. So now let's we write the scripting. I'll show it to you a little bit bigger. Right. So first of all, we'll write the bar gr is equals to glide record is equals to new glide record. So which table we are just I am modifying. So incident. So that's enough. And the next one gr dot add active query. Add active query. Add active query. So this is the incident records are active. Then next one gr dot query. Now you can see that gr dot query. So as of now we given as a query, that's fine. That's fine. Now I need to just go with a step by step in a each and every record. So that's why while so gr dot next. So now gr dot next in this area. Now you can see what is the value we need to get. First of all, we need to get the value. So where that value has to software is there, we need to update into the hardware, right? Gr dot category is equals to okay. Wait just a minute. I think I'll change it this one. So here we need to get a value, not add active query. Just we can change gr dot add query, right? Query. So which area we can use it? That is a first one is a category. Category. Category, and what is the category value? It says software, right? So software is there. Now I can use this software. That's enough. Only these records only we are just getting. And gr dot category is equals to I'm going to update into a hardware, right? Okay, that's enough. I think it's a small s, not for the uppercase, right? So software, and now I'm just updating into the hardware. Simply I given like this, and then so now I'm using gr dot so autosys. Okay, autosys fields. So what does it means? There is a false. When I use the autosys fields is a false, then so this is a line to not to modify the system generated fields, means like a so updated, created, these fields are not to update by using of autosys fields. Okay, so auto update correct only, so autosys fields. And now you can see that gr dot update, that's enough. Okay, so I think that's fine, everything is good now. Okay, so I think that's fine. I'll check it. I'll make it smaller again. Simply I'm going to click on run. Okay, we'll wait for a few seconds for the changing of the background scripting. Yeah, I think around so how many, around 20 records are updated. So we'll see that really it was updated or not, we need to check. So with the instance, right? So before that, first of all, I'll check that 9005 or anything, just like a so 5 years ago it was updated, right? Now I'm going to check this record. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one. Simply I'm going to refresh. Whenever we click on refresh, then all softwares are converted as a hardware. That's why it is not showing now, right? So I'll show it to you. Now I'll search for the one record, just model. I want to check this record. Now you can see, so this is converted as a hardware, right? So now you can see that so updated field as it is, it was not changed into the Okay, so I really, if I'm not keeping any of the auto sys fields false, then automatically, that updated field has to change, because a few minutes ago or 1 minute ago it was changed, updated. So that value has changed. But it is now the system fields are not changed and not updating. So that's why the question is bigger and scenario based question, but the answer is very simple. Without updating system fields, then we can, okay, change the category from the software to hardware. So that is the question. See, most of the people, those who are attending the interviews, so you just think about the interviews. Once you see that the interviewer is asking the questions and he is ready to confuse your knowledge because of the reason. So, for example, he wants to say that he may ask the little bit simple question only, but he wants to ask in a scenario basis. Like he wants to create one story and he want to say that yes, think about you're just resolving this ticket, and like this kind of the scenario he may ready to just create it and he may ready to ask you. So that's the reason you just do one thing. You try to understand the question thoroughly, and after understanding the question, you just think about what the main concept in that scenario. So that's enough. Okay, you can give that answer. Those who have knowledge on your scripting area, most of the people are confusing the scenario based questions only. So that's the reason I created one scenario based question for our subscribers requirement. Okay, so I think I hope you understood. So if you like this video, please click on like button, and as of now, if you are not subscribed our channel, please subscribe it. So thank you very much. By next video, definitely I'll go to the new interview question. And lastly, I may write to just go one more suggestion also. If anyone have any of the interview questions, if you faced in your interviews, you just send in a comments. Definitely I may ready to just elaborate, and I'm ready to explain to each and everyone. So it will be helpful to other people also. Now I'll discuss about the developer interview question. So this interview question is very simple, but the developer interviews, so most of the interviewers are asking this type of question. So that's why we'll discuss the developer interview question in our service now. Okay, so now let's we go to the question. So first of all, now you can see here the restrict record creation if more than two records created today. See, for example, imagine, so we have a table. So in the table, one restriction is there. So what the restriction means, every day only two records are created in the table. So if more than two records are created in the same day, it should not be allowed. So for creation. So that is our requirement. Got it? So simple. So in a table, we restrict the creation of a records up to two records only. More than two records we cannot allow. Okay now, so that's the reason how we can create it, and how to write a business rules or backend scripting, server side scripting, whatever it may be, everything I'll show it to you step by step. Okay now, so now let's we start the developer uh, scripting area. Okay, so this is my personal developer instance. First of all, I need to choose a table. So I'm choosing the table SN34 table. Now you can see that in this table, uh, see, these are the only one record is present now. So these are all the fields are there: number, name, joining date, and should be grade and fee, regular, comments, and everything is there, right? So now you can see here, I'm going to restrict the records, okay, in a same day. For example, today I'm just selecting one day. So that date, if two records are completed, creation of the two records completed, then third record is not allowing. So that's why I'll start writing of a business rules. So server-side scripting means most of the times we can use it as a business rules only. Okay, so for this reason, I'll click on all, and then we'll go to the business rule. So business rules, and now you can see that I'll just open in a next tab. I want to write a new business rule for our SN34 table. Okay. Now this is a empty form for our business rule. So I'll keep a proper name for the business rule. So uh, restrict the record creation in SN34. Okay, so this is a business rule name I given. It is a meaningful name for our requirement, and the table name is a SN34. So SN34, right? So I given, and now let's we move to the advanced area. So simply click on advanced area. When to run means before creating the record only we can restrict, right? So now the before business only rule we are writing in this area, and now insert. So simply keep it as an insert only, means only record creation area. So we don't want to go for the update, we don't want to go for the delete or query also. And one more condition also we are using. Where is that condition means, for example, the joining date is today. Okay, so joining date is at today. So in this area we can restrict, for example, joining date is at today, or otherwise any manual you can provide the yesterday, last day, whatever it may be. So the joining date should be today, and it will restrict the two records only, right? So I given joining date today, and we'll go to the advanced area. Now I'll start writing office scripting. So I'll make it bigger, right? Okay, so now I'm just writing the script. So now you can see in this area, first of all we can write the var. What does it means? SN record. So this is a variable I given, variable name, that is our wish, and new glide record. So new glide record, and which table we are writing? So u underscore SN34. So this is a table backend name. And now so we are using SN record dot query. So I given the query, and then next I'm just using the condition. So we are going to count the records. First of all we are going to count, and then automatically we are going to provide a limit, yes or no. So that's the reason var anything x is equals to your wish, any variable you can provide, var x is equals to, so SN record dot get row count. So now you can see that row counting is completing, and after getting the information then it will store into a x variable, but it should be showing only the string value. But I don't want to use a string value, I want to convert into the integer. So that's why I want to write a one more information in this area. What that means, like a parse int. I'll show it to you. Where is the parse int? Parse int is there. Now we can use the parse int. So we'll end the parse int parenthesis. That's enough. Okay, that's good. So now there is a get row count is converted into the integer, and it will store in a x variable. Now let's we check whether if condition, if so x is greater than or equals to 2. Is it right or not? Conditions are restricting only so two values only. If two records are created, that's enough. More than two, so it's if it is possible, so it won't allow. So that's the reason I'll just using the if condition current dot set about action. So set about action should be true. That's enough. This is very simple, and you can provide the information also. You can just give a information to the what does that means. Maybe the record not creating means, so why the record is not creating, so we need to just give a information, right? Sorry. Okay, now what does that means? GS dot to add error message. Add error message. What is error message? So you should not delete sorry, you should not create, not for the delete, you should create this record because limit exceeded. Okay, that's enough, that's enough. I given some information, so that's fine. And now let's we move to the else condition. So condition, now you can see that, so I'm not providing any of the about actions because of the reason I'm not restricting. So if condition is not satisfied, for example, if the condition will satisfy, then it will try to restrict the record creation, but it is not satisfied, then we are not to restrict. So that's the reason js dot uh, add info message and add info message. In that info message, okay, mm, thank you for creating this record. Okay, that's enough. Simply we can just use the information you wish in this area. So as per your requirement, you can use your own. So things. Okay, simple, very simple. First of all, we just used as a SN34 table and SN record dot query. So query we given and get row count means how many records are present in that area. We are just assigning to the X value. If the value should be more than 2, then it should not be allowed. So got it? So now let's we save this record. I'll save this record. Okay, so I'm going to make it smaller, and simply you can see that conditions also already we given the condition. Simply I'm just saving the record. Yes, so it was completed. That's good. Now let's we move to record creation. Okay, see, first of all, I'll just move to the S34 table again. Listen carefully. See, what means joining date is empty in this area? Is it right or not? Joining date is empty. Now, I'm just allowing, I'm going to creating a single date. So, more than 2 records I'm creating, then it should be up here. I will show you. So, I want to create a new record. Now, the name is a name, you can provide it. Abraham Linker. Joining date is a, example, see here, join date is a, so 22, go to only. Okay, so joining date is at today. So I just grade, suppose you see the values be given something value. Okay, that's very simple. So 22nd day, right? I'll just create the record. I want to right click on the header, simply click on save. So then thank you for creating this record. Business tool is executing, right? Okay, that's good. Now I'll go to the another table record creation. So for the table, so only 22, right? So 22nd date. Now I will click on new again. So again I'm using the another, not for the Abraham Lincoln. So and next one is a joining date today. Go to today and simply click on OK. So grade is a class 1, and see something I given new record, and simply I want to just right click on the header and click on save. So now, so what does it mean? Here there is a 2 equal to means you should create this record because the limit exceeded I given. Means the record creation is the second record. That's why it is not allowed to create it. Got it? What is given? That's why we do one thing. Just I'll change a little bit in this area. So condition when greater than or equals to, not for the greater than. Greater than I given, like small correction I did in my environment. So now you can, I'll save this record. Okay. So now you can see, means so the record creation must be more than 2. Okay. So then on it should not be. So now you can see, I'm going to refresh this one. Right. So again providing alley joining day today today only, simply class 1 and regular. It's like a 200 anything. Next, simply right click on header and click on save. Now you can see it will allow, because of the reason we given 2 limits, more 2 only it will not allow. So now you can see this area. If I so one more record I want to just save SN34. You can see that this is already kept, so that's why we don't want think about this record. Only same date records are there, so not to try to create a third record. So that's why it should not be allowed. So simply click on. So next one is a anything name. So Amela, and the date is again today only. So today and AG something given. So Fred, okay. Record creation, that's enough, and I'm just try to so save this record. Now that so save. So what happened, you should not get this record because the limit exceeded. Got it? So that's why. And okay, in this area I'll show it to you. For example, in the date, okay? So I'll change the date. So for a 23rd day I just give. So now I'm the record, you can see it will allow, not will check it. Save. It is allowing, right? So it was a reason behind. So in a particular day, for example, today I am just creating the record. Okay, if today, if I'm creating the record, the today date is to in the today date, if 2 records are created, it's enough. More than 2 records are there, so it will not be allowed to create it. So that's the reason to create these kind of the records and restrict the records creation also. Okay, I hope everyone you understood this logic, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please click on like button, and if you are not subscribed as of now, so please subscribe our channel. So definitely in the next video I will explain about the new developer interview question. Okay, so thank you very much.